Well, hello everybody. This is King Tsang here, first name May King, and today we've got the fabulous John Espirian with us. How are you, John?
That's me. Nice to see you, Making. I'm really, really well. Great to speak to you.
And yourself. Now, for anybody who's been living under a rock, can you tell those people who you are and what you do? I think the clue's in the title up there.
Yes. Yeah, so my name is John Espirian. I'm a technical copywriter by trade. I've been doing that for 10 years, but over the last few years, I've become a bit of a LinkedIn nerd. And so that's actually my area of specialism now, is helping people with their LinkedIn profiles and their content there so that they can stand out and not have to pay for ads if they want to get noticed by their business clients. So that's going to be my involvement for Cambridge Social Media Day this year.
Wonderful, because you are actually speaking last year, and I guess because it was so well received, your presentation, you're back this year. So tell us the difference between your talk last year and what's happening this year at Cambridge Social Media Day.
Yeah, it was good enough that they wanted me back. That's always a good sign, isn't it? So yes, so last year I presented for the first time really the course that I called How Not to Be a LinkedIn Loser, and that was a 45-minute talk. And since then, I've kind of gone even deeper into LinkedIn, learned even more about the platform. I've been fortunate enough to get past the 30,000 follower mark now, and I'm constantly experimenting with the platform, learning more about it and sharing what I learn. And so this time I've kind of expanded that talk into a full 2-hour workshop. So you're going to get a lot more out of it this time, and you'll get all the latest hints and tips. You'll learn how, what to do, what not to do. You'll learn how to optimize your profile. You'll learn how to create content that gets people to notice you. We'll talk about company pages and all sorts of other stuff that will help you get the best out of this business networking platform. And there are more than 700 million people there now, and a lot of them are apt to do business. And I think it's a fine time now to really get your social media presence rocking, so that when the world recovers, you'll really be in a place to do more business. And LinkedIn is just the best place in the world to do that.
Because LinkedIn is kind of flavor of the month. Well, not flavor of the month, but actually it's the favorite platform to be on this year. I've seen lots of LinkedIn experts sort of popping up out of the woodwork, but you are one of the OGs. You've been there for a long time. Like you say, you've got, what was it, over 30,000 connections. So why is it that you think that LinkedIn has just attracted so much attention recently?
Well, I think it's that, there have been changes to the interface and the algorithm in the last few years that have made it really well suited for content creators. And it's kind of still an untapped niche. You got Facebook with what, 2 billion users? Well, if LinkedIn's got 700 million, there's still a lot of space to play. And all the research seems to suggest that about 90% of the people who are on LinkedIn actually don't do very much with it. They're not posting comments, they're not posting content. So there's a massive space for us to get involved and for our content to have organic reach. And that, for me as a content creator, organic reach is fantastic, because I don't have to place any ads. I can just create content, build connections, build an audience, and have people come to me. Inbound business, and that's the holy grail. It means I don't have to pick up the phone, I don't have to send emails. I can develop a business where people come to me, and LinkedIn, I think, is the best space to do that. And they're kind of enhancing it all the time with lots of new features. Stories are coming. We've got poll posts. You can send voice notes and videos via direct messages. It's got all sorts of really good features that just aren't being used properly just yet. And so there's still time to stand out, and now's the time.
So with your training course that you're going to be delivering with the Cambridge Social Media Day, are you going to be referencing your Content DNA book?
Yeah, there's going to be some lessons from Content DNA in there. So that book is all about building, the right shape for your personal brand and creating content that actually resonates with people. And so there's an obvious overlap with LinkedIn, because if you're going to bother to create content, that there's actually no point in creating the content unless someone sees that content. And so LinkedIn is all about the visibility of having the conversation and continuing the conversation. And content DNA is all about kind of making sure that your brand is the right shape so that you can start the right sorts of conversation. So yeah, there'll definitely be overlap. There'll be lessons from the book in the course too. Yes.
Because one of the themes of Cambridge Social Media Day this year, as I read from my teleprompter here, is focused on growing your online communities and helping you to deliver an outstanding customer experience on your social media. And I'm guessing you're going to say that LinkedIn is one of the perfect spots to do just that.
Yeah, well, what I say to my clients is that you really need content, and you need content visibility, because what that will do is it will draw people into looking at your profile. And what you don't want to do is sell in your content. That's a really douche canoe kind of thing to do, right? You don't want to sell to people via direct message. You don't want to sell to people directly through content. What you want to do is educate people, inform them, help them in some way. And if you can draw those people to look at your LinkedIn profile and then think, well, maybe if 1 or 2% of those people turn into customers, that's where you sell them. That's where your profile stands to be your online presence, so that you can sell whatever your product or service is. So it's all about getting the visibility, and just, as I say, LinkedIn's a great place for that. And that's what we're going to cover in the workshop. And I hope that it helps people achieve their business goals.
Wonderful. Now, for anybody who is watching this video and they're thinking, oh, Cambridge Social Media Day, I haven't been before. Should I go? Should I? Shouldn't I? Have you got any recommendations and suggestions for those people who are lurking and thinking, shall I, shan't I?
Well, you know what? I attended last year's event and it was fantastic. And obviously that was an in-person event, but I know from the standard of speakers that were there, the community that it generated, I know that a lot of those people are going to be back and involved again. And it is a wonderful community. And I know that there's going to be loads of value, and it's an online event. And so, you know, it is a low investment for the value that you're going to get from it. So I know that the keynote speakers on day one, the workshops on day two, lots of space for questioning and answering. I think those 2 days can be insane value. So I think every business owner who wants to increase their online audience so they can get more business should be at this event. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for your time, John. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. And there was just so many little golden nuggets in there in the short time that we actually spoke. So if you guys want to know how to build your online community on LinkedIn, well, you need to buy your ticket at Cambridge Social Day, and you need to attend John Espirian's training course. Thank you so much for your time again, John.
You're welcome, May King. See you again soon.